Okay, so how did a cat co-author a physics paper? The article first starts with, a famous physics paper surprised the science world with an unexpected co-author, a cat. Now, physics is just a branch of science where you study the nature of matter and energy. So, how do you hear sound? Why is there electricity? How do we get heat? Etc.
Physics 物理学 a physics paper 物理学论文 Everything seems pretty normal until we see this unexpected co-author, a cat. Unexpected 由字首 un 加上 expected 组成的形容词 expect 本身是期盼 expected 期盼的字首加上 un 就是变成它的相反字 unexpected 也就是出乎意料之外的再来我们看到 co-author co 当字首代表共同的像是我们课本上面的 co-author 共同作者 co-worker 同事 co-star 联合演出者记得 co 后面还要再加上 hyphen 哦Okay, Tiffany, we know the co-author of this paper is a cat. Who is the human author here?
Okay, let's find out. It says, the paper published in 1975 describes an experiment carried out by Professor Jack H. Hetherington. Okay, so a professor is basically a person or a teacher of the highest ranking. So you have to go to a lot of school, go through a lot of universities to reach the level of being a professor. For example, we could say, the professor spent many years studying languages, so he helped translate this ancient text.
所以呢，这篇1975年出版的论文作者是一位 professor 教授，而这篇论文呢是在 describe 描述由他所执行的一项 experiment 实验。What's the experiment about?
It says it focuses on atomic behavior at various temperatures. That's very difficult. Atomic comes from the word atom, A-T-O-M, and the easiest way to describe an atom is to think about everything that we see on the earth, even humans, objects as tiny, they're made of tiny little materials that we cannot see with our own eyes. So they make up everything on earth, humans, animals, books, papers. Now, atomic, A-T-O-M-I-C, is just the adjective, a way to describe the way atoms are.
Atom 是原子Atomic 是原子的，变成形容词。二战时期，美国在日本投下的就是2颗 atomic bombs 原子弹。那文章中这位 professor 的论文焦点呢是在 atomic behavior 原子行为。And we also see the word temperature in the sentence.
Right, so he's doing a study on atomic temperature. Now, temperature is our vocabulary word. It's spelled T-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-E. It's a noun and it means the way we measure how hot or how cold something is. And usually we use things called Fahrenheit and Celsius to measure it. So simply you see F, degree F or degree C. So we can check the temperature outside to figure out what to wear. We can also say the temperature of the soup is too hot. You might burn your tongue.
Temperature 温度的单位呢有2种，我们用的是摄氏 Celsius， 也就是我们说的度 C。那美国呢则是用 Fahrenheit 度 F。我们说的度啊，在英文里面是 degree 这个字。So what's the temperature now? It's about 20 degrees Celsius， 大约20度 C。So Tiffany, from atomic behavior to various temperatures, I don't see why the cat can be involved.
Yeah, me too. Let's read to find out more. It says, how did a cat become associated with these findings though?
Associate 是连结的意思。You can associate one thing with another. For example, I associate color red with good luck. 文章中呢，则是用形容词 associated。有关联的 to become associated with something 与某物变得有关联 Now we want to know how the cat became associated with the findings 到底它跟 findings 研究结果有什么关联呢
I definitely want to find out too. And the article says at first, Jack hadn't planned to include his cat.
So the cat didn't join the author in the beginning?
No. Yet, throughout his paper, he had used we in place of I. So,
What happened here? So he used I first, but later on he used we. In place of 就是取代的意思，我们也可以说 instead of。但换到文章当中 ，he had used we instead of I。同学们注意哦，不论是 in place of 或者是 instead of，介系词 of 后面只能加名词或是动名词。
So when you're talking about we, it means more than one person. So this is getting a little bit stranger. Journal is also our vocabulary word, and it's spelled Journal. It's a magazine containing articles related to a particular subject or a profession. So, for example, scientists or doctors, sometimes they will write in journals. There, they can talk about their latest discoveries or new theories and other helpful information to share with the people in the same line of work. For example, we can use it in a sentence like this. Dr. Wang wrote an article about a new heart surgery in the medical journal.
Journal 大至期刊，小至每天的 diary 日记。A medical journal 就是医学期刊，那 a scientific journal 科学期刊。Authors have to submit their papers. Submit 是提交，要变成动名词的时候，记得重复字尾 t 再加 ing 哦。So back to the article, we know that the author also used we in the paper. But when can we use we in the paper though?
Yeah, so the article explains we could only be used if the paper had multiple authors. So yeah, we learned this in school. We use we for more than one person. Right, so they said in order to use we, you have to have multiple authors. So multiple is also a vocabulary word here, and it means more than one. So you can work on multiple computers, meaning you can work on 3 computers, 4 computers, or you can know multiple languages. You can speak more than one language. For example, we can say Kristen studied abroad, so she knows multiple languages like Spanish, French, and Italian.
Wow, good for her. Multiple 是多位的、多种的。考试的时候选择题很常出现，对不对？ A multiple choice test 就是选择题考试。
Okay, so I guess that should be pretty easy. All he has to do is change we back to I, right? All right, so the article says it's not that easy actually. It says, as was common then, the paper was written on a typewriter. Oh, okay, so remember we're in 1975. We don't have computers like we do now where if we make a mistake, delete, 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 it's fine. He had to use a typewriter. So it was kind of like an early printer-like thing. Yes, and you would stick paper and start typing words by pressing keys like on the computer. But you would have to change the paper by yourself.
我们知道呢，这篇 journal 是在1975年的时候出版的，所以呢，可说是年代久远。当时还在用 typewriter 打字机。Typewriters 在当时呢是很常见的，文章中用 as was common then 来形容当时的状况。Us 在此处当准关系代名词来使用，顾名思义就是 us 不是真正的关系代名词，但是在这样的句型当中有关系代名词的功用。如果我们用关系代名词 which 来改写这个句子，同学们会更清楚哦。The paper was written on a typewriter, which was common then. 形容词子句 which was common then 用来说明主要子句的 paper was written on a typewriter 这件事，在当时呢是很普遍的。那当我们用 us 来取代 which 的时候，记得要将形容词子句放到句首，这样我们文章的句子就出现了。As was common then, the paper was written on a typewriter.
So we know that they didn't have computers, they used typewriters. So, as the article said, thus changing all the we's wouldn't be an easy task.
So actually he mistyped some I's as we's, and it was too much trouble for him to correct them because he was using a typewriter.
The article says, still, Jack didn't want to share the credit with another scientist. So when you have a credit, it's also a vocabulary word. It's spelled credit. It means the public knowledge or recognition for the work that you did. So, usually when we watch a movie, we have something at the end called the end credits. Now, all of those words, what do they mean? Well, it just tells us all of the people who worked on this movie, from whoever did the makeup to whoever did the stunts, who are the actors, directors, producers, okay, to all the people who even typed this stuff in, they're all given credit for their work. We can also say, if you get information from other people, you need to give them credit.
Credit 功劳荣誉这边是一个名词 You can share credit with somebody, you can give credit to somebody, and of course you can take credit from something. For example, my classmate took all the credit for the report. In fact, he didn't do anything. 我的同学将报告结果一切归功于他自己，但是他根本没有做什么事情。Okay. So the author didn't want to share the credit at all. Then what did he do?
Okay, the article says he decided to name his cat Chester as his co-author. So Chester was given the pen name of F.D.C. Willard, and the pair's work was published. Okay.
That was why we can see the cat's name on the paper as a co-author. Good for the cat. Actually, the cat didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was just, I guess it kept him company, and he felt, okay, why not? The article says, it didn't take long for the identity of this mysterious expert to be revealed, though. Okay, so we see another word, vocabulary here. It means identity. It's spelled I-D-N-T-I-T-Y. It's a noun and it means who or what this person is. So your identity means who you are. It can be your name, age, the grade that you're in, and other information as well. For example, we can say, the police officer asked for my identity before going on the airplane.
Identity 身份，每个人呢都有身份证 identity card, or we can say ID card. 那这边跟同学们补充哦，如果我们把字尾改掉 identify 是什么意思呢？它是动词，认出、识别。For example, the police identified the killer on the street and arrested him. 警察在街上认出杀手，并且将他绳之以法。
All right, so let's continue reading. It says, around 1978, a visitor came to Jack's workplace asking to talk to F.D.C. Willard. So that must be pretty funny, that kind of awkward too.
So what was this person going to find out?
The article then says, then the cat was out of the bag. The phrase the cat is out of the bag means a cat comes out of a bag. No, I'm just kidding. It means that a secret is revealed. Something is known. So that is our shortcut for you. Let's first take a look at our shortcut for you to learn more, and we'll be right back.